So this is going to be a bit of a different video than how I usually do. I'm just going to do a bit of a complaint and a bit of a rant about my job that I work at. I work at a movie theater, and I'm not telling where, but I work at a movie theater. I do cleanings, I give people food when they want food, drinks, whatever. And I've been there for about I think I've been there for a full year now, just about like January-ish is when I started. I forgot what date, but like January is when I started last year. And I'm just going to complain a little bit about the customers and things that they do that annoy me. Because honestly, complaining about customers is fairly easy. Depending on how this does, I might complain about some of the workers, because boy, do I have complaints about them. But I'm going to focus on the customers right now. Side note, this isn't going to be edited. The most editing I'm going to do is add some music. My Febreze thing just went off. Whatever it is. Yeah, I'm not going to do any editing because I don't feel like it. So this is literally going to be a raw video of me complaining with some music in the background, which is the most editing I'm deciding to do. Anyways, yeah, time to complain about some customers and things that they do that annoy me. Number one, why do customers decide to just linger around the theater after it's done? After the movie is over, I expect you to leave. I expect you to enjoy the movie, pay your tab, and then leave. For some reason, recently, this has happened 5 times within like the span of like 2 months. 5 times where I've had to clean theaters, and they'll just be a group, and it's mainly women. It's mainly females, girls, whatever. Mainly women who are just in the theaters talking about something else, not even the movie, just something else in the theater, talking while I'm trying to clean. The movie's over, the credits are gone, the lights are up, and you see me wiping down some tables, throwing things away. That's practice. The lights are on, you're talking, sure. But I think once you see me like doing my job, which is cleaning, that's your cue to leave. They don't, and I don't know why. We have an outside of a theater that you can talk in. You can talk outside of the theater, in the hallway, or in your car, and outside, or at home, wherever. But they just sit in the theater and wait. It just annoys me. Number 2, customers. Customers are so, they're impatient. They're so impatient. And like, my thing is, I understand, because you ordered food, and you haven't gotten your food yet. Fair. But when it comes, but that's not what I'm upset about. That's fair. You ordered the food, and it hasn't come in a good amount of time. I'm not upset about that. It's more of, you've ordered food, and it's there, but you keep reminding that person, hey, I have this too. I only have 1, and I only have 2 hands. I can get you a maximum of like 3 things. When you order like 8 to 10 things, I can max out like 3 things in my hands. Maybe, if I'm smart about it, 4. But 3 is like my max. So when you're like, I have this and this and this, then why don't you just take the tray itself and you figure it out? Let me get you your food, make your job less easy, make my job harder and your job easier. Because I could just hand you the tray and say, figure it out. I'm trying to like make sure this is the right order, the right drink, the right food, and make sure it goes to the right place. Which is now going on to my next thing. Why? Why is it that whenever I give somebody the food, they do 1 or 2 things? They look at me dumbfounded, or for some reason no one wants to take the food. The dumbfounded one, I think, annoys me the most, because it's like, hey, who ordered the pizza? They'll just stare at me, dead silent, not saying anything. Who ordered the pizza? And then nothing. This is supposed to be a communication thing. You order the food, I give you your food, and you're supposed to take the food. Who ordered this? And then no one will take it. So then when I then take it back to the kitchen, and then there'll be somebody like, hey, by the way, that pizza was theirs. Then why didn't you say anything? Why? And then the ones who like just refuse to take it is like, it's mainly parties. It's mainly parties. Like groups more than like 5. Where they'll all order in one giant group. Like they'll all pass their order to the main leader. They'll just explain the order. So then, and the way it works, I wish I had proof on me. But the way it works is at this theater, you have the theater it goes to. You have the letter of like what row it is, and then the number of what the seat is. So like theater 5, row F, and seat 3. That's how it works. So as a runner, as a person who gives them the food, we go to that seat that we are given and give them the food, give them the drinks, whatever. So when I go up to that seat and say, yeah, hey, someone ordered chicken strips, who ordered that? And the person's like, I didn't order that. Then who did? And they'll be pointing like, oh, this person ordered it. Go to that person, hey, did you order this? No, probably this person. Okay, hey, did you order this? Y'all can, at that point, that's why I just let you figure it out. Take this, you just figure it out yourself, because now you're having to move back and forward and back and forward and back and forward. And honestly, at one point, this was a while back, I had done it. This has happened, like, hey, did you order this? No, it's probably this person. I had genuinely walked the entire theater. It was a small theater. It was like, I think so, like 60 people-ish. A small theater? No, around like 40-ish. I think our small theaters are 40 or something like that. Whatever. I had walked the entire theater and then walked out with that same plate in my hand because nobody had ordered it. Quote unquote, nobody had ordered it. Until a server came up to me like, hey, yeah, that food, this person ordered it, they didn't realize it was their food. What? What do you mean they didn't realize? I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I feel like there's more. I had a customer. This was like near the, this was like near the beginning. I'm like maybe 2 months into my job. Had somebody threaten to fire me, or threaten to get me fired. A customer. Now this is impatience that is, on one half, fair, but on the other half, not. Because they have been waiting for their food for a good amount of time. Okay, I get that you're annoyed that you're waiting for your food. But apparently we've had people explain to them that we're a bit backed up. And I happen to be caught in the crossfire because I finally had his food. Let me go through the actual story because I just realized I didn't. I went to this party of like 8. I forgot. It was like 8 or something near that number. And I was like handing off food, like here's you, here's you, here's you. And someone stopped me and asked, hey, is that our food? And I was like, no, this is their food. But I know where your food is. It's on the tray that was next to this tray. And once I finish this tray, get that tray and I'll hand you your food. That was about the end of the conversation. As I was walking away, I heard him starting to talk shit about me. That's a curse word, and honestly, I don't even care at this point. I'm not even going to edit it. But I heard him talking about me as I'm leaving. That's fine. All right. Get his tray, sit in the theater, and I'm about to do the thing. A manager and a bartender walk in, doing their whatever. And this man rushes back to the service station and just starts yelling at me, at the bartender, at the manager. Just starts yelling at all of us. He looks directly at me and says, I will do anything and everything in my power to get you and then like 2 other runners fired because y'all aren't doing your job right. I was so annoyed. I was actually so annoyed. That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. A manager being right there too was like, we'll get this figured out. She told me I can go home early because I can handle like annoyance fairly well. Rage I can't. Annoyance I can handle well. But she could tell I was not good. She could tell I was not good. She said you can go home. Just go home. Yeah, went home and was just so upset. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I have like 9 minutes left, I think. Yeah, oh, I have no time. Bye, subscribe, like, whatever. Hey, sorry, I said I wouldn't do any editing, but yeah, I genuinely didn't realize I had run out of time. What I was saying was, like, subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video of me ranting. Share it with people who, I don't know, hates people. I don't know, just share it with people. Leave a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my second channel, which will be in the link down below. Peace out. Thanks for letting me rant for this amount of time.